It is the 41st millennium. For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy. There is only war. Every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the God Emperor of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes, keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one in which I serve.
Again, let's work translation.
Not one of battlefields and fleet engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition. It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium. In the back streets and the forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertium.
We are surrounded! Don't get overrun!
For if the Inquisition fails, if we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
Prisoners all secure, ma'am.
I'll check for myself if you don't mind.
Of course, ma'am. But do be wary. Every one of them's a filthy heretic.
That one certainly is. Keep him intact. No accidents. My master wants to interrogate him as soon as we reach the hive.
Of course, ma'am. Upon my life.
This one, however.
Makes you wonder why we even bother shipping trash like that. Save a lot of data slate work just to process the execution notice now.
What do you say, criminal? Shall I put you out of your misery?
And ours, you would.
Be quiet. Well? Nothing to say?
This is a mistake. I am a loyal servant of the throne.
But of course. I'll just let you out now, then.
Shame you'll never get to prove that.
Private Terror! We're boarded!
Counterfly, now!
Come with us, brother. We have a way out. What do we do about that one?
Nothing. The boxers will be here to feed soon enough.
Great. You come for blood too, criminal? You said you were a loyal servant of the throne.
I did.
Then prove it.
Masozi, get us the hell out of here!
Stand by, Zola. The guidance is out. I need a minute to recalibrate.
Great. Masozi, you done any time soon?
Still alive out there. Guidance is reset, so we're out of here.
Well, you coming or not? You helped me. Maybe I can help you. No promises. Probably wind up dead.
I was dead anyway.
Very poetic. Just don't tell anyone I let an escaped prisoner save my life. Or you'll be more than dead.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So, the next step before we can...
Is this kind of no-oper the best we can recruit these days?
This one could be useful. Claims to be a loyal servant of the throne.
Sounds great.
This is...
I'm Sergeant Major Morrow. You're fresh meat. Mission briefings come through me. Let's see what you can do.
All right. Get to the Psychanium.
Welcome to the meat grinder. Everything here may feel real, but don't worry, you won't get hurt. Not unless you anger Persephone. Don't be alarmed by my little puppets, but do shoot them, or hit them, a lot, with whatever weapon takes your fancy. They won't feel it. They're not real. They exist only so that you can learn more about me and about the weapons you carry. Stay as long as you like. Stephanie likes the company and the taste of your bloodlust.
It is my honor to serve the God Emperor of mankind, and fight the darkness that contaminates the Imperium. The supreme power of the Holy Inquisition is mine to wield. Who am I? I'm a warrior. The hive world of Atoma Prime is a vital stronghold of Imperial power. No matter the darkness, no matter the racking storms of space, Atoma Prime must stand resolute. But a threat has come. The very darkness I am sworn to deny. Who am I? I have learned that Atoma is cast by the dark-stained truth. Chaos is the arch-enemy of mankind. It is the damnation of the warp. It is everything I am sworn to oppose. Who am I? It can only be cast out by the light of the throne and the scourging touch of flames. Who am I? As an instrument of the Inquisition, and no matter the risk to body and soul, I will purge the hive from top to bottom, and cut out every scrap of darkness I find. Who am I?
Found your way to the mission terminal, did ya? Guess that means I can't have you executed. Not yet. This is the heart of the operation. Your best friend if you want to stay in my good books. Atoma's in trouble. No two ways about it. The only hope we have in this mess lies in us sending our strike teams where they're needed. Making a difference wherever we can. For as long as we're still breathing. No guarantees on that last bit, by the way. So, ready to be a hero? Then think again. You're a reject. Fight like it.
Could have gone tidier, but she got the job done. Putting the traitor lieutenant down in the dust has thrown the occupation of Kazan Station into disarray. Breaks my heart. Vanguard elements of the Mobian 21st are moving in even as we speak. As for you, seeing as you're still breathing, Explicator Zola wants a word.
Enemy resistance in the hive is chewing holes in the warband. We're losing trained veterans. And what do I get to replace them with? Dirtbag raw recruits like you. So here's a chance to impress me. You need to give us your best on every damn mission. You understand? I'll be watching you, Acolyte. What does your best look like? An operative lives or dies by their weaponry, but the supply situation's dire, so we use whatever we can get our hands on. I've cleared you for access to the Armory Exchange. From there, you can requisition reconditioned weaponry recovered from the field. Be sure that you're always carrying the best that's available. Looking for a specific weapon type? Put in a request with Quartermaster Brunt, or one of his servitors. What you get won't be top of the line, but it should cater to your tastes.
Assignment Reclamation Zone 15A.
Soldiers of the Blessed Emperor, I am Hestia Prime, a daughter of Messalina and representative of the Holy Inquisition. It is my solemn duty to stand in witness to your deeds and to record the penances you undertake. History shall remember the martyrs who fell in Atoma's defense. May Saint Messalina walk ever beside you in the Emperor's light. Though it take a lifetime of blood and strife, Atoma shall be free.
Well, hello, my friend. So you received my invitation? Even in the thick of war, it's not all marching around, shooting and shouting, you know. There's still room for art, huh? Not for Oscar Kral, the mediums of parchment or cold stone. No, 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 no. I sculpt in blood and bone, peeling back fleshy illusion to reveal shining truth hidden within. So many truths, so difficult to bring to the surface, but I persevere. The craft demands it. Together, we will make a masterpiece of you. You'll see. And if we don't succeed, well, there's always tomorrow.
Starting to look like there's more to all this than some renegade guardsman wielding a grudge. Not sure what those things were, but you can be sure it's going to be trouble. Still, clean water's flowing again, and you've given the heretics one in the eye into the bargain. We'll get the silo secured. Hopefully that's an end of the matter. I've cut you the necessary clearance for the commissary. You've earned it. Would you look at that? Another successful mission. I guess Zola might have been right about you after all. The Water Cartel's certainly seen better days. No tears from me. Nasty fighters from what I've heard, so it's just as well we're not taking them on at the same time. Still, they can rest easy knowing they've helped us feed the heretics a bunch of bad intel. Should make things easier for us in the coming days. I can't argue with that.
It seems that for once, dear Augustine did not exaggerate. There's one arch-heretic fewer among the living. May the celebrations begin, etc., etc. I understand that the surviving Water Cartel have taken the opportunity to remonstrate with the heretics. I do so like a brawl with no winners. But don't even think that you'll be resting on your laurels. You're still scum, but you're useful scum. In fact, I think it's time you introduced yourself to Hadron. I'm sure she's going to simply adore you.
The weapons you bear are not mere tools of war. Serving as their custodian offers fulfillment you do not deserve. Steep yourself in the precepts and rituals of Holy Mars. Open yourself to the Omnissiah, and perhaps, Varlet, your diligence will be rewarded. With a glimpse of what these relics once were and might be again. Let us explore the mysteries of the machine god together. After all, we have a little time before your execution.
That one got a bit hairy by the end, didn't it? Still, he went in, did the job, and got out alive. Not everyone does. Chances are you won't next time. That phage tree's a nasty business, but you've given us the keys to a permanent solution. At least, so Karib says. Not that I understand every second word he uses. Either way, you've put Wolfer's nose out of joint, and that makes this a good day, whatever comes next.
There's a lot of work to be done. A lot. Tertium's big and we're just scratching the surface. I suggest you use your downtime to pick up the slack. We'll be posting up contracts. Scouting, sweeps, surveillance, that sort of thing. I know, more work to do. But people who put in the time can earn a few markers for their effort. The seniors have their eye on you. Plus, it pays extra.
Of compliments is an aid to morale. With that in mind, I am pleased to impart the knowledge that your performance was not as woeful as I might have otherwise expected. Am I doing it right? It is so hard to tell. No matter. Interrogator Rannick wishes to have one of his interminable conversations. Be gone. Should you seek additional training before your next deployment, Stephanie has begun a new initiative in the meat grinder. Due to compromised flight path visibility, all military activities are suspended till sunup.
Morning Star. Is this working? Curse this antiquated box. I have vital information for techno-archaeologist Hadron Omega 77.
I know of a facility hidden in one of Tertium's interzone voids. It holds the lost secrets of forging true Mobian steel.
How have I discovered this, you ask? A gentleman never boasts. But hurry. I fear the dastardly Mobian sixths are getting closer all the time.
Silence, and the blessed word is restored. Still, you achieved your usual glorious body count. Seriously, I'm almost very slightly impressed. But if we ever doubted the presence of some kind of cult on Tertium, we can consider those doubts laid to rest. This bears careful consideration indeed. Given your performance, I've cleared you for access to Sir Melk's Requisitorium. Do make yourselves useful to him.
Recon teams, Wormwood agents, and loyal citizens risk their lives delivering vital intelligence. It's dangerous work, but the Imperium is built on the blood of martyrs. Sire Darius Melk is responsible for collating and analyzing these reports, identifying priority targets, supply lines, and transitory weaknesses in the traitor war machine. The benefit of the tasks he asks you to undertake may not immediately be clear, but like Mobian's steel, triumph is forged of many elements. Strength, certainly. Courage, of course. Faith, above all. But to have any hope of victory, we must also be clever.
You continue to almost completely fail to disappoint. Well done. The secret to Mobian steel is at last within our grasp, though I do not expect you to comprehend its wonder. But you might have arranged to leave this swagger down there. The Morning Star is no place for this individual, no matter what loyalties he claims. I am certain that I am not alone in this opinion, which I suppose makes for a pleasing change.
Well, that got the cultists so good and stirred up, didn't it? I reckon they thought they were safe up in the hourglass. Glad to prove them wrong. I doubt this will keep the Blight production halted forever, but given how things are right now, I'll take all the victories I can get. I hear Hadron has a little something she'd like you to take care of. Just be careful. She's a bit... well, you'll find out. Just keep your mouth shut and nod when she speaks. Trust me.
You're making decent progress, I'll give you that. But I need more. Rannick's still got eyes everywhere, hunting for the traitor on board. It could be anyone. So if you want to prove yourself, you'll have to work even harder. Are we clear, acolytes? Put in the hours and make yourself indispensable. From now on, it's do or die.
Chains no longer bind us. Their bastions can no longer hold us. Once we were lost, like you, blinded by faith and acceptance. Only when our eyes were opened did we truly see the lies for what they were. We are your sons. We are your daughters. We have come home. It is our solemn pledge to bring about a new and glorious age of freedom and prosperity. Join us and cast off the falsehoods of the yoke.
Enough of that heretic filth. Right, listen up. We got a well-trained traitor army on our hands, and this Wolfer fella seems to be at the head of it. The Inquisitor's Wormwood agents have tracked their latest propaganda broadcast, giving us the location of their staging area. Two of Wolfer's lieutenants, the Karnak twins, are leading operations in Abzone HL 7004. The Carnival was never a nice area, But now the heretics are dug in like rats. Word is that some kind of stim is spreading through the streets, making those nasty buggers even nastier. See if you can turn the tide and get us a win on the board, eh? Right. You got your orders. Get out there and bring those heretics to their knees.
Another bad day for Walther, another good day for us. He can't be happy that we've shut down his stim pipeline. He's been pulling in the big guns. You've met him already. Rodin and Rinda Karnak. Nasty pieces of work and no mistake. Crossed paths with them briefly a while back. They were mean then, and Throne knows they'll only be worse now. Still, with the stim safely undercarved by the Mobian 21st, that's another weight off my mind.
You know, if this streak of success continues, I may have to start learning some of your names. Thankfully, that day remains far in the future. It seems that Walther and the Karnak twins are the heart of the Mobian invasion. Thought will be given to removing them. We shall have to proceed with the utmost care, however. Walther may look and talk like a brute, but I've learned the hard way that it's better not to judge by appearances. We'll speak again, I'm sure. Or at least I'll talk and you'll listen. The Emperor protects.
Don't they look desperate, brother? If only we could make this last.
You never changed, sister. Still playing with your food.
There's no flavor without sport.
I suppose all's well that ends in something other than complete and utter failure. The fall of the Karnaks has only intensified the cultists further. I wonder why. Understand that while I am pleased at how you acquitted yourselves, Augustine will be stepping back from operations while she renews her perspective. We may be an unusual little band, but there must be discipline even here. Hopefully I won't have call to remind you of that. The Emperor protects.
The Mobian 6th Infantry Regiment were ordered to Nox Alpha, a death world in the outer Mobian fringe, to quell an unknown uprising plaguing the planet. 50,000 of the Emperor's finest men and women. We had no idea what we were up against.
Captain, are these dogs ready to die?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's worse, the enemy or that carking commissar.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. Now quiet down. Inevitable. We prepared to sell our lives for the Imperium. But as despair festered, a stranger walked among us.
Thus we became the true defenders of humanity. How will your false emperor protect you now?
Another acceptable outcome. I'm starting to think I'm being set up as some kind of terrible joke. However, with the Aegis station back in the Mobian 21st hands, we can look at expanding our efforts in Throneside. I trust that my protege was both commanding and discreet. I jest, of course. I see everything. Never forget that. It's good to have reliable underlings, I find. Do bear that in mind. I have high hopes for Hestia, and for you, the Emperor protects.
I don't know any more than you do about this supposed traitor, but you've made war for an unhappy man all over again, and that's good enough for me. You're starting to make yourself a bit of a reputation. Rennick almost did that thing that looks a bit like a smile. Only for a bit, mind, and he went straight back to staring at his data slate. He's been doing that a lot lately. Could be something, could be nothing. But I'd keep your head down if I were you. You'll thank me later.
I confess that I'm somewhat conflicted. I know that Morrow gave you one of his little warnings about loyalty, betrayal, and woeful inevitable consequences, but still you decided to swan around like a pirate at this Hallowed woman's request. Melk I'll deal with later, but make no mistake, you work for me. Not the Commodore, not the ship mistress, not Hadron, not Swagger, not even Morrow. Me. I do hope our working relationship isn't going to end with me manfully refusing to shed a tear over your executed corpse. The Emperor protects.
The signal's away and our report with it. I don't know who it's for. Rannick's playing things even closer than normal right now. I reckon he's taking Zola's moment of initiative harder than he pretends. He's not one to trust easily, so even small betrayals cut deep. That's what comes from overthinking things. Still, at least Zola's still breathing. Doesn't always end that way with Rannick. But the war goes on and we're playing our part. That's what soldiers do. So hold your heads high until I call for you again, yeah?
What in sworn's name are they attempting?
Whatever the cult intends, those stims are clearly part of it.
No more hiding shadow. The three shall meet.
Were I a man to deliver thanks or hearty congratulations, I'd offer both. Once again, you had to fend for yourselves on a mission gone awry, and performed with gusto. Not only did you put an end to the ritual, but we also have a name to put to our pains. Admonition. Their motives and goals may remain opaque for the moment, but names hold power. For the record, I'm still not going to trouble myself to learn yours. However, you may consider me gravely impressed. You can be sure I'll find work for you again soon.
You've both done well. My senior staff evaluate the two of you as commendable. You've earned a special reward, a formal place in the warband. For one of you. For the other, the unforgiving wrath of the Inquisition. The traitor has at last been identified. Did you think you could hide your true nature from me? Of you, Acolyte, I have no more doubts. You've served me well, and you will continue to do so. Welcome to the Warband. Welcome to the Inquisition. Get the maintenance servitor in here before it starts to smell, will you, Sergeant Major? Summoned me.
You have failed me, Ivan. All this time and still Atoma is not secured.
No one is more disappointed than I. There have been complications.
No more excuses. My time is running out.
So is yours.
What do you mean?
Atoma was always under Marshal Voltaire's jurisdiction. You have exhausted his patience. He has sent forces to restore the tithe.
You have failed your duty. We have all failed. Atonement will come only when the tithe is restored. We shall triumph in the names of our fallen, and of those who still uphold the Lex. This is the Marshal's command. This is how it shall be. This is the will of the Lex.
He doesn't have the authority.
He speaks for holy law. That is his authority. He will test you.
Do not fail me again.
When do they arrive?
Right. So what's all this then?